Good afternoon and welcome to my hobby bench. The title of today's video, Diamond or Doorstop, is something that we need to investigate right now. So I stumbled upon a eBay find that might be a good deal. It might be a diamond or it might be a doorstop. And I was texting with my buddy Jeremy about it and showing him pictures, and we both decided it's a risk, but we don't know. So what it is I'll bring it over here, and it was incredibly well packaged. Now, it was a nice box, and there's a nice handwritten note in here. It says, "Thank you for your order. We did end up finding a muffler, but like the engine, it is untested." Okay. Please let us know if there's anything else we can do for you. So, what this engine is this is exactly how it came out of the box, which was a nice new box, which is always good for me because when I go to ship engines to other people, I like to have boxes that have very few labels on them if possible. So this is an OS 4-stroke engine box, obviously. The engine in this box is this, an FS-9S model number 35920. Now, the best I can find on the OS Engines timeline is that this is a circa 1999 engine. I thought that they didn't start doing this blue box until 2000, but maybe it was 1999. So the thing with this engine is I got it for a very reasonable price. However, the ad said, let me go and read the ad real quick. Pre-owned, includes the engine and original box. Cosmetic condition appears very good. However, the previous owner stated the engine is seized. It does not have a muffler. Engine has not been tested. Now, the person that sold this, I don't know where they got it from. They were like a thrift store type thing where they didn't have any other, this type of stuff. So, the pictures look like this engine was beautiful, but it says that the previous owner says it's seized. So that's where we're going to have to do a little bit of an investigation. So it looks great so far. We've got decals, warranty, nice instruction manual. I mean, just beautiful. The original OS packaging material. Here's the engine, here's the exhaust. Let me put this packaging material back in here, and let's get down and dirty with this thing and see, do I have a diamond or do I have a doorstop? So they found the exhaust. Okay, and this exhaust tells a little bit of the story. So let me open this up here. It's been run. So it's a used engine. What happened to it? Did somebody that didn't know what they were doing destroy this engine? Well, that's what we're here to find out. This is the engine. It looks beautiful. In fact, from the ad, I don't even see mounting lug screw head marks on the lugs. I don't know. The carburetor operates freely. High-speed needle is really tight. Wow, that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing when you have to try to use channel locks to loosen a high-speed needle. Wow, okay, so I don't know what that's all about. That's not good. Obviously seized. It does not budge at all. Let's see if we can find out what's going on with this prop nut thing that's here. So who knows what kind of thing this engine went through, how it got into this condition. It looks pretty damn beautiful on the outside. That's what I'm saying. It's either going to be a doorstop or a diamond. I'm hoping for diamond right now because, I mean, it was a very reasonable price, but still, it's not reasonable if parts to make it better are non-existent, or unavailable. So I don't know what to do here. Let's just go start with the rocker cover. Let's see if removing the rocker cover helps us understand what might be happening with this engine. So one of the things was that one of the images, I can probably zoom in a bit more here. One of the images in the ad made it look like there was a breach here. And I think I'll take a picture of that ad and put it up here, because there were some good pictures, but there was some, it just looked like maybe, and now I'm thinking maybe it was just debris that was on the side of this, but it looked to me on that image that it was breached, that there was something popped out or it was broken or something, but I'm glad to see that it's not. But I don't even know, I'm really not prepared to completely disassemble this engine this afternoon. I really just kind of want to see if I can find a real, what the heck's going on with it real quickly. So that tells me, rocker cover and maybe rear cover. So here I see movement here. This exhaust valve moves. The intake is pushed down and not moving. So I'm wondering, do I just do a quick heat of this engine? Let's do this. Let's pull this plug out and see if looking down inside there can tell us anything at all. Now I know you're not going to be able to see what I'm seeing here when I'm not sure I'm seeing anything either. Maybe if I could do this, shine a light in there and see anything. No, I'm not seeing much of anything. So I don't know. Let's look at this plug. It's definitely been run. So I'm just wondering, was it a matter of this thing was run and then just sat, and that's all that happened to it? Is it just sat and somebody's like, oh, it's destroyed now? That's the best case scenario. Worst case scenario is something really catastrophic happening in here. So since I'm not seeing any screw hole or screw head marks on the lugs, I'm thinking maybe this is one of those things where it was just put on a stand, somebody ran it, let it sit for years, somebody else came across the engine that didn't know what was going on with it, didn't know anything about engines, and then said, oh, it's broken. Now there is a hole here in this throttle arm that has been enlarged, so there was just obviously more evidence that it's been run. So if this is one of those things where, if I just heat it up and that frees it up, no evidence of tampering there. Now my screwdriver sits right here. Let's find the appropriate sized bit and take this carb off, because maybe I've never had one of these 91.2s with this little, because the next 91 version of this went with a pump. So this is the last 91 Surpass before they started going to pumps. So that's kind of why I was really eyeballing this thing, because I was like, yeah, I'll do that. Let's just pop this guy off here. If it'll come off. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so that's... Okay, so here we go. Look at this. Look inside there. So far, I'm not seeing anything that looks catastrophic. So what I think I want to do now is move some of this stuff off to the side. Throw some 3-in-1 oil in here. Kind of like to move this stuff off to the side. I need to clean this table off a little bit so I have more room to breathe. I'm going to heat this thing up, put a prop stub on here, and see if that's all it needs to loosen up. Okay, I've cleaned things up a little bit. I got my 3-in-1 oil. I am going to apply some to all of this. Put a couple drops in this intake or exhaust. Put some here. Try and drizzle some in this bearing. Let it flow forward. Oh, you know what? Maybe I could do some of this too. I don't know how I'm going to get that in there. That one I think I'm going to use some air tool oil. See if I can squirt some air tool oil in there. You know, air tool oil is not willing to go in there right now because it's not turning over. So let's just go ahead and do some heating here. Drops of 3-in-1 down that glow plug hole too. Okay, I've got that pretty warm. Let's see if, oh, look at this. We have movement. Holy moly. I think this is diamond. This is starting to look like diamond to me. We have rocker arm movement on both. It's looking like diamond, baby. One thing I'd like to do, see how hot that is. I would really like to pop. See how easy this cover wants to come off. I'd love this cover to come off easily. So that's what it was. This is my theory on this engine so far. One person bought it many years ago, say 1999. That person was a hobbyist, modeler, was all excited about his new engine, ran it once or twice on the bench, put it away, didn't take care of it. And then that person possibly passed away. That person possibly passed away, and then the person's son, grandson, grandchild, child, whatever, found this engine and said, let's sell this stuff. We don't want this. It means nothing to us. Why doesn't that want to go on there? So they're like, oh, they try to turn it over and like, oh, it's seized up. It's bad. Let's give it away to somebody. Why isn't that wanting to go on there? That's my theory. Well, I really don't have a, oh, there we go. Is that the original owner ran it, something happened to him, potentially passed, didn't tell anybody about, or whoever had this engine next didn't know or didn't care, tried to turn it over, said, oh, it's seized up, it's done. Because clearly whoever the one was that gave it to the person that I bought it from that said it's seized didn't really know enough about engines to realize that all you have to do is put a little oil in them, heat them up, and voila, no more seized engine. And look at this. This is, I'm not going to tighten that up too much because I'm probably going to disassemble this thing completely and clean it up. Not like it needs a whole lot. Other than that, this looks like a perfect engine. and I got it for a song. And I'm not even going to talk about the song because who knows, maybe I'll sell this engine. And I'll sell it for a reasonable price. Maybe. But if I fall in love with it, then that's not going to happen. Then I'll keep it. So, there you go. Looks like the question is answered. It is not a doorstop. It is a diamond. And that's how you can score a good eBay deal. I mean, even this prop hub doesn't have any marks on it whatsoever. It's just absolutely beautiful. This is an absolutely beautiful engine. Just sweet. Very low time. This will clean up perfectly. Maybe 2-3 runs. I don't know. We'll see. That'll clean up beautifully. So there you go. It's a diamond.